It is December 26th, and we are just days away from the biggest shift in history. If you are watching this before 2026 starts, put down whatever you are doing. You need to stop scrolling Instagram, and you need to stop listening to your HR department. Because the career path you went to sleep with on Friday night does not exist anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, we told you it was coming. We told you the Great Resignation was just a symptom. Told you I was the trigger. But I will be honest with you, even I didn't think the collapse of the middle class would happen this fast. I'm looking at the data from the corporate sector right now. The safe job didn't just decline, it detonated. We are seeing a vertical line of empty space where job security used to be. But that gap, as terrifying as it is for the employees, is not the headline. The headline is what is happening in the boardrooms right now as we speak. While you are struggling to get a 3% raise to fight inflation, the system has quietly shattered the sound barrier on automation. The contract between you and society is officially broken. And if you are still trading your time for money today, you are walking into a burning building with the doors welded shut. Let me do the math for you, because the mainstream media is too terrified to show you these numbers. For the last 40 years, productivity has gone up 62%, but wages have only gone up 17%. Do you see the problem? That is a spread of nearly 45%. In a normal market, that is impossible. In a normal market, if you work harder, you get paid more. That is called fair exchange. But today, the arbitrage is broken. The gap is sitting there, screaming at the world. Why isn't anyone closing it? Why aren't companies paying you what you are worth? Because they don't have to. The job market you think exists is a paper ghost. It is a hallucination. You can apply for the job, you can get the title, but try to get wealth. Try to buy freedom, you can't. And that brings me to the breaking news regarding the salary trap. This isn't just an economic issue. This is dark psychology at an industrial scale. We have analyzed the behavior of the modern workforce. Why do people stay in jobs that are killing them? It's called periodic reinforcement. The system operates exactly like a casino. They give you a paycheck just enough to keep you alive, just enough to give you a dopamine hit, but never enough to let you leave the table. Salary is a drug. And right now, the dealers, the corporations are cutting the supply. Look at the tech giants. Look at the banks. They are declaring force majeure on their employees. We are seeing unconfirmed reports that major Fortune 500 companies are preparing to cut 30% of their workforce by mid-2026. Translation: the algorithm is cheaper than you. The AI doesn't need health insurance. The AI doesn't need sleep. This is why the middle management layer is evaporating. This is why your degree is suddenly worth zero. The supply chain of opportunity has snapped. The wealth is being sucked into a black hole at the top, and the Western employee is left holding a fistful of depreciating dollars and a job title that no longer matters. And here is the scary part for the middle class. The elites have the capital, they have the assets. You have a resume. If the system decides your role is obsolete, you don't just lose your income, you lose your identity. You are an unsecured creditor to a bankrupt system. If the company goes under, or if they simply decide to pivot to AI, you get nothing but a spot in the unemployment line. We have to zoom out. We have to ask why now. Why is 2026 the year the music stops? Because the comfort zone has become a prison. For the last 20 years, the job market was controlled by a specific illusion: stability. But today, that lie died. The truth is that stability is rare. The truth is that dependency is fatal. When a market hits a mathematical impossibility where costs rise faster than wages, the price goes to infinity or the system collapses. We are watching the collapse in real time. The people who are depending on a boss to save them are the shorts in this market. They are betting against reality. Reality is about to squeeze them out. So what do? You're watching this. Your heart is racing. Maybe you have a good job. Maybe you think you are safe. Your brain will say, ignore this. Go back to sleep. You'll be fine. Do not do it. If you stay a consumer, someone who only consumes jobs, consumes entertainment, and consumes salary, you will be wiped out. You need to convert your time into assets, not cash. You need to build leverage. You need to learn the codes of dark psychology, business. The storm isn't over. It is just beginning. They will try to shake you out. They will try to scare you back into the cubicle. Don't let them go. If you want to survive the 2026 reset, you need a new operating system. You're building that system right here. IMX the capital code. This has been the War Room coverage of the death of the safe job. We will be back with more declassified strategies. See you on the other side.